So what I go around doing is like, I really want to bring what is done in professional sports and make it accessible to the junior high, high school athlete, make it accessible to the physical therapist, to the athletic trainer, to the strength coach who are, working with the mere mortals at the high school level, and take this information and go, all right, well, it always seems so like far out for me, or so distant, unachievable, because there was so much, right? 500 shots a day, and so it is these same fundamentals. Develop their strength, develop their body weight competency, develop load competency, and let's do that and do that quickly.
Today, we're unlocking the secrets of peak athletic performance with a fellow PT. His work spans from the classroom to the show, man, the major leagues, changing, revolutionizing how athletes soar beyond their limits, or what they thought their limits might have been, and how people can elevate their game through systematic testing and interventions. Welcome, Phil Plisky. Phil, welcome to the show, man.
Well, thanks for having me. Wow, I can't wait to hear who this guy is, because that was really neat.
He's coming up after you, but thanks for opening for that.
Good, you're right.
Some people bag on like the internet and social media, but I find if you look for the signal amongst the noise, you find people doing great things over and over again, but they have to sort of communicate it well. And I think that's what you did. I don't know what it was when I first connected with you or found something you did, but it was over repetition, right? Like, if you have a kid and you're like, clean your room, usually it's not the first time you tell them, or if someone wants you to buy their cereal or their car, it's this repeated communication over and over and over again. And I think that was the vibe. We talked about this before we hit record, this asymmetrical relationship where I was like, feel like I kind of figure out what this guy's into. He's about doing the right things over and over and over and over and over again. And then magically getting a great result. So thanks for doing it and communicating it over and over and over again. So that's
interesting you say that, because I find like that really took me a long time to get to. I really was so hesitant. I think it was actually my doctor of science training. Like, you are beat into, like, you have to prove everything you say, and you're going to be criticized for everything you say, and all this kind of stuff. So I think that actually set me back like 10 years in my career. I mean, obviously it launched me into doing a lot of different research and stuff like that, but it set me back from publicly sharing the passion I have. And finally, when I got over that, and I think that repetition was key. Just like, hey, this is what I think will change the world, and here we go.
I think that's an important message. I mean, I think we're 2 minutes into recording this episode, but my sort of career, I mentioned it before we hit record, radio broadcaster, saw the iPhone, saw the internet. And I was like, I don't think radio is going to be the thing that I wanted it to be, or the thing I needed it to be. So I went back to PT school. Then I get in front of people like yourself, or people who were just a few weeks ago at CSM and presenting. I'm like, this is awesome. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. Look at all this stuff, this person, all years it took this person to learn it. Days, weeks, months to put the presentation together in front of a few dozen, 100, maybe 1,000 people. And then we leave.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but look at all those thousands of hours of pieces of information that could help everybody. Where's the camera? Where's the microphone? So people are like, oh, you were so bold to step outside your comfort zone and interview people. I was like, dude, that was my comfort zone.
This is where I live. Like, this is my fun, right?
The outside the comfort zone was physical therapy or healthcare or any of those things.